Picture this. You wake up one morning, and the world feels different. Your senses are sharper. Your body feels lighter, and there's a strange, primal urge coursing through you. You glance at your hands and notice tiny, hook-like structures forming at your fingertips. Your skin tingles with an odd sensitivity, picking up faint traces of heat and movement around you. What's happening? You've just unlocked the dog tick class, a rare and bizarre gift bestowed upon humanity in a world where people randomly inherit the powers of animals. This isn't the majestic strength of a lion or the soaring grace of an eagle. No, you've become something far stranger, a master of survival, stealth, and parasitic prowess. The dog tick class transforms you in ways you never imagined. Your body adapts, sprouting traits of this tiny but tenacious creature. You can cling to walls and ceilings with ease, your legs gripping surfaces like a tick latches onto a toast. Your skin becomes a living sensor, detecting the warmth of nearby creatures or the faintest vibrations in the air. Your mouth hides retractable, needle-like chelicerae, ready to pierce and drain energy from your foes. And perhaps most unsettling, you can shrink down to half your size, slipping through cracks and shadows unnoticed. This is no ordinary power, it's a blend of resilience, cunning, and raw survival instinct. In this world, where every human wields the abilities of a unique species, the dog tick class stands out for its subtlety and strategy. You're not here to overpower your enemies with brute force. Instead, you outlast them, draining their strength, disorienting them, and striking from the shadows. Today, we'll dive into what makes this class so unique, its transformative abilities, its deadly skills, and how it thrives in a world of chaos. So, buckle up and prepare to explore the dog tick class of power that proves even the smallest creature can become a force to be reckoned with. Now that you've unlocked the dog tick class, let's talk about what makes this tiny creature so extraordinary and how its powers reshape your very being. The dog tick isn't just a pest. It's a marvel of survival, built to endure, infiltrate, and thrive where others falter. Its strengths lie in its cunning adaptations, and as a member of this class, those strengths become yours in ways that are both eerie and audacious-inspiring. First, consider the tick's parasitic resilience. These creatures can latch onto a host and feed for days, undetected. Their bodies built to withstand hunger, pressure, and time. Your body mirrors this durability, sprouting patches of tough, exoskeleton-like armor across your arms, legs, and back. It's not bulky like a knight's plate, but a sleek, organic shield that shrugs off minor blows. Then there's the tick's tenacious grip. Picture yourself scaling a sheer wall or hanging upside down from a ceiling. Your legs tipped with microscopic hooks that cling to any surface, stone, wood, even flesh, with unyielding strength. But the real magic happens in your senses. Dog ticks possess Haller's organs, tiny sensory pits that detect heat, carbon dioxide, and the faintest vibrations. Your skin transforms to mimic this, becoming a living radar. You can feel the warmth of a hidden enemy, sense their breath from meters away, or pick up the tremor of footsteps through a wall. It's like the world whispers its secrets to you. Your mouth, too, evolves, hiding retractable, needle-sharp chelicerae perfect for piercing and siphoning energy from a foe. And perhaps most thrilling, you can shrink to half your size, slipping into shadows or crevices where no one can follow. These transformations aren't just physical. They're a testament to the tick's relentless will to survive. As a dog tick class, you're not just a fighter, you're a phantom, a survivor, a predator in the smallest package. Next, we'll explore how to wield these traits, turning your parasitic powers into a force that can outlast any opponent. With your body transformed into a vessel of parasitic power, the dog tick class is ready to carve its niche in this wild world. You're not a brute force warrior or a flashy spellcaster, you're a shadow, a strategist, a force that wears down enemies while they barely notice you're there. Let's dive into how you can harness these eerie abilities, train your tick-born instincts, and wield a set of skills that make you a nightmare to face. This is where the dog tick class truly shines, blending stealth, attrition, and cunning into a deadly art form. Your tactics revolve around three pillars: stealth, ambush, and endurance. Picture yourself as a phantom in a battlefield of giants. You don't charge head-on, you slip through the cracks, strike when least expected, and drain your foes until they crumble. Your ability to cling to any surface lets you lurk on ceilings or walls, waiting for the perfect moment to drop onto an unsuspecting target. Your size shifting makes you a ghost, vanishing into tight spaces or blending into the chaos of combat. And your sensory skin gives you an edge, letting you track enemies through walls or sense their approach before they see you. This class thrives in guerrilla warfare, hit-and-run strikes, reconnaissance missions, or supporting allies by weakening the enemy's front line. Training is key to mastering this class. Start with stealth. Practice moving silently across rooftops or through dense forests. Using your micro hooks to navigate terrain others can't. Train your body to shrink on instinct. Slipping into shadows the moment danger looms. Next, hone your sensory pits. Spend hours in crowded places. Tuning your skin to pick up heat signatures or vibrations. Learn to tell a friend from a foe by the rhythm of their breath. Finally, perfect your bite. Your chelicerae are your weapon. Capable of piercing flesh to siphon energy, trained to strike vital points, neck, joints. Anywhere blood flows close to the surface to maximize the drain without killing too quickly. This isn't about raw power, it's about precision and patience. Now, let's talk skills. Because the dog tick class comes with a deadly arsenal. First, your passive abilities. Parasitic resilience lets you regenerate health slowly, drawing trace energy from any living being within 5 meters. It's like feeding on the life around you, keeping you in the fight long after others falter. Tactile grip gives you effortless control over any surface, letting you hang upside down or scale cliffs without a second thought. These traits make you a survivor, always one step ahead of collapse. Your active skills amplify your predatory edge. Energy drain bite lets you latch onto an enemy, sinking your chelicerae into their flesh to siphon stamina or mana for 10 seconds. It's a crippling strike that leaves foes sluggish, unable to fight back effectively, with a quick 30-second cooldown to keep you biting. Microshift is your escape card. Shrink to half your size for 20 seconds, boosting your evasion and letting you slip through tight spaces, though it weakens your physical strikes. Use it to reposition or vanish when the heat's on, with a 1-minute cooldown. Sensory pulse is your recon tool, sending out a 10-meter wave that reveals heat, signatures, movement, even enemies hiding behind walls. With a 45-second cooldown, it's perfect for scouting or ambushing. But the crown jewel is your signature skill, parasitic virus. With a single bite, you infect an enemy with a vicious virus that leeches 5% of their health every second for 10 seconds. It's a slow, agonizing drain, sapping their life as they struggle to fight back. If your target falls before the virus runs its course, it leaps to one nearby enemy within 3 meters, spreading the pain. With a 2-minute cooldown, the skill turns you into a walking plague, perfect for softening up tough foes or sowing chaos in a group. Use it wisely, land that bite, and you can shift the tide of battle. Mastering these skills takes practice, but the payoff is immense. You're not just a fighter, you're a predator who thrives in the shadows, draining enemies while allies clean up. Train hard, strike smart, and you'll make the dog tick class a force that no one underestimates. Up next, we'll break down the strengths and weaknesses of this class, and how it fits into a team of extraordinary warriors. You've mastered the art of lurking in shadows, draining foes with a single bite, and unleashing a deadly virus that turns the tide of battle. The dog tick class is a force of cunning and endurance, but like any power in this wild world, it comes with strengths that make you formidable and weaknesses that demand caution. Let's peel back the exoskeleton and examine what makes this class shine and where it falters. Start with the strengths. Your stealth is unmatched, with size shifting and wall-clinging abilities. You can slip into places others can only dream of, striking from angles no one expects. Your sensory skin gives you a near-supernatural awareness, letting you track enemies through walls or sense ambushes before they happen. This makes you a master scout, feeding critical intel to your team. Your durability is another boon. Those exoskeleton patches and passive health regeneration let you outlast opponents in drawn-out fights. And let's not forget your parasitic virus, a devastating skill that saps life and spreads chaos, weakening even the toughest foes. Whether you're ambushing a lone target or softening up a group, this class thrives on wearing enemies down while staying elusive. But no class is perfect, and the dog tick has its limits. Your damage output is low. You're not landing knockout blows like a bear or slicing through enemies like a cheetah. Your strength lies in attrition, which can feel slow against fast or heavily armored opponents. Size shifting, while a great escape tool, leaves you physically weaker, making direct confrontations risky. Your mobility is also constrained in open spaces without surfaces to climb. You're less agile than speed-based classes. And the parasitic virus, as powerful as it is, requires you to get close to land that crucial bite, putting you in harm's way against melee-heavy foes. The dog tick class is a delicate balance of stealth and strategy, rewarding patience but punishing recklessness. You're a survivor, a saboteur, a shadow that tips the scales. Next, we'll map out your strengths on a power matrix and see how you fit into a team of extraordinary warriors. You've seen the dog tick class strike from shadows, drain foes with precision, and unleash a virus that cripples enemies. Its strengths make it a formidable force. But how does it measure up in the grand arena of powers? Let's chart its capabilities on a hexagonal power matrix and explore its pivotal role in a team of extraordinary warriors. This is where the dog-tick class proves it's more than a pest, it's a predator with unmatched cunning. Imagine a six-sided matrix: strength, speed, defense, intelligence, teamwork, and species potential. Strength sits at a respectable 5 out of 10. Your bites and virus chip away at enemies, excelling in attrition rather than raw power. Speed shines at 7 out of 10, with size shifting and wall clinging granting agility in complex terrain. Though open spaces challenge you, defense holds strong at 8 out of 10. Your exoskeleton patches and passive regeneration making you a survivor who weathers storms. Intelligence is your crown at 9 out of 10. Sensory skin and tactical ambushes make you a battlefield genius. Teamwork scores an impressive 8, as your virus and scouting amplify your allies' might. Species potential stands at 7, a versatile force with room to grow, limited only by its parasitic roots. Your role: you're a master scout, a saboteur, or a disruptor, thriving in missions that demand stealth and strategy. You weaken enemies, setting them up for your team to finish. Pair with tank classes like Rhino or Turtle, who absorb blows while you sap foes with your parasitic virus. High damage allies like Eagle or Cheetah turn your softened targets into easy prey. Crowd control classes like Spider or Octopus amplify your virus, locking down enemies in chaos. You're the shadow that shifts the tide, making your team unstoppable. Next, we'll rank this class among the world's elite and dream up ways to push its powers further. The dog-tick class has proven itself a master of stealth, endurance, and disruption, weaving through battles with cunning and tenacity. Its matrix of strengths positions it among the elite. But where does it stand in this world of extraordinary powers? Let's rank the dog-tick class, explore its potential for growth, and call on you to join the fight. In the hierarchy of classes, the dog-tick earns a coveted A- tier. It falls just shy of the raw dominance of Eagle or Wolf. But its blend of intelligence, defense, and teamwork makes it a powerhouse in the right hands. Your ability to scout with unmatched precision, weaken foes with your parasitic virus, and outlast opponents in grueling fights shines in covert operations or team skirmishes. You can match your strategic depth, though your reliance on attrition keeps you from the absolute top tier. If I could push this class further, I'd amplify its predatory edge. Imagine a parasitic virus that spreads to multiple foes, turning you into a walking epidemic, or an exoskeleton that adapts mid-battle, boosting defense against specific threats. What about siphoning drain energy to empower allies, making your team a relentless force? These enhancements could nudge the dog-tick closer to S tier glory. Now it's your turn. What do you think of the dog-tick class? Would you enhance its virus for greater spread, or boost its speed for open field fights? Register and drop your ideas in the comments below. Tell us how you'd sharpen this predator's bite, and let us know which class you want to explore next. The world is brimming with powers waiting to be unleashed, and we're ready to dive deeper. Comment, share, and let's keep this adventure alive.